Hang on. I can hear someone chipping away. What's going on? What are you doing? Yeah, look, she's up to something. She's up to something. What are you doing down there?
I'm just tidying up.
Do you want to bring your broom round?
No, I don't want to use broom. We're going to be dust everywhere.
I see you're using your special sweeping tool.
Yeah.
Get a scrap metal.
Just leave it to me, please.
Keep going, darling. You're doing a great job there.
Thank you.
As long as you don't want paying, I've got no money.
Oh, please.
I'll buy you a coffee in the morning.
I don't want coffee. Just give me water.
Just give you water, okay. Living here in Thailand, Pook and I will often go out to eat. It's affordable, really affordable, and so we do it quite often. And also we enjoy being able to give reviews on places so other people can give these places a try. In this video, Pook and I visit an Indian restaurant, and it's real close to the food that we ate when we were spending time in India. Really good food. We'll also give you an update on the house build, let you know how that's going. But before that, we want to give you an update on the Buy Me a Coffee fund and show you exactly what we've been doing with the money that you guys have so kindly and generously donated. On this same spreadsheet, you'll have seen all of this from the last update that I did. How much money we'd taken, round up from Pook and a round up from Pook, this one here, and a cash donation from a friend of ours, this one here. So that was all covered in the last video, giving you the update as to what's happening with the Buy Me a Coffee fund. So let's clear that off. Since then we've taken the link down and I've explained why we've done that, but some people have found a way round through the back door and they've donated some more money. So you can see just here, these are the donations that have come in March. Drawing that out, Pook rounded it up to give us a round figure of 1,008, and then on top of that, our builder, hearing that we were off, or we were sorting something out for the next project, our builder Brian, he kindly donated 2,000 baht, so that was cash that's been added to the fund, giving us a total of 45,960 baht. Since then, this is the spend for the next project. So this here, and you can see we went to Macro and bought some food. What it is we're planning on giving the kids there a special day. So we're going to have a good day of food and things like that. But also I said to Pook, rather than just giving them a day of food and then walking away saying goodbye and that's the end of the day and that's the end of it, I wanted to give them something. I didn't know what it was, but just give them something. They're only young children, and so the only thing we could think of was some kind of stationery. So we've organised to give them, and you'll see when we do the video at the orphanage, and we're a bit restricted with that as well. Obviously they don't want film of children at the orphanage all going out on YouTube, so we're a little restricted, but we've bought them writing pads for schoolwork. We've also bought them like a little personal journal so they can write in a diary if they want to, colouring pencils, pens, all of this kind of stuff. So that's going to be given like a little package given to each child to give them something personal to take away and keep as their own, which I think's just as important, probably more important than just giving them a good feed up for the day. Now we had arranged to go down this coming Saturday, which would have been the 10th of April, but because of COVID kicking off in some of the parts of Thailand, there's a few cases kicking off here in Udon Thani. We spoke to the orphanage and they've told us to hold off for the time being, which makes sense. So it's going to be a few weeks before we actually go down to the orphanage and distribute all of this stuff. But you can see here we've got food and stationery for Macro. We've paid for a noodle man to come in there and do fresh food, giving them vegetables, noodles, fish balls, pork balls and all that kind of stuff. And he's done that at less than cost. He's going to donate his day, give up a day's work to come in, and that way he's making merit as well, which is all good. Everyone's a winner. And then we've been back to Macro, spent some more money and adding some water to what we're going to be giving the children. So that's all of that there. You can see the different spends there. So from 45,960 baht, deducting all that we did on the first project and this, our first two projects and this project, we're left at the moment with 2,054 baht. Okay, and that's where we're holding it for the time being, because like I say, we've taken the link down, and we will be putting the Buy Me a Coffee link up again soon, and we'll notify you as and when we do that. Okay, let's get over to the next video. Where have you brought me, Pookie?
Indian restaurant.
What's it called?
Oh, Primani.
Primani, like Armani, but Primani.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'll put a map up anyway, that little soy there takes you round back down towards UD Town if you do a left, and then down that way there, if you went straight across the junction at the end, that's Soy Sampan.
Yeah.
So that's where we are. Let's go and have a look. Come on, I'm starving, absolutely starving. You know, we haven't been to an Indian restaurant for years.
Yeah, after we moved here, we haven't been.
Always takeaway though, isn't it? Even in England, we used to always have takeaway.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go in and have a look.
Can we walk through here?
Maybe. Nice decor, very, very clean. And I've just been told by the lady that's working here, there's an Indian lady who speaks... Is the Indian lady the owner? Does she own the restaurant?
Sorry?
Oh, you're from India too?
Yes.
Ah, Sasrika. Oh, it's just that we were asking because we are very close friends with a Sikh family in England.
Okay.
And we go to India with them.
Oh, okay.
Spend a bit of time in India.
North side, I guess, in India.
Northern Punjab.
Yes.
Up 2 hours east of the Golden Temple, Amritsar.
Amritsar.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice temple.
Oh, beautiful place, yeah. Breathtaking, it really is. So, my wife's from Udon Thani and been living here for over a year. Visiting quite a lot, 16 months. But even when we were in the UK, we rarely went to an Indian restaurant, did we? We would order takeaway, delivered to our house. Beautiful place, it really is. Looking forward to it, we really are. Let's turn it over a bit. So here we are looking at the menu, starters, the usual papadum, vegetable samosas, onion bhaji. They've got everything you could want. Chicken finger, that looks nice. Okay, let's flick through. Bit of Indian music in the background as well.
Really is feel really Indian.
Butter chicken. Oh, my mouth is watering. This looks wonderful. Lamb curries. And
Seafood
these prices are great. Look, yeah, just give you an idea. Vegetable curry, vegetable dal fry, 120 baht. What else we got? Mixed vegetable curry, 145. Yeah, we used to always order that back in the UK.
Yeah.
Lamb korma.
Okay, enough.
295. Chicken Rogan Josh, chicken korma,
korma, yeah.
180.
That
That's my favourite. It's the coconut mild curry. Wow, look at these. This is Indian, Chinese and fusion, like a mix of things. Looks like a pizza here, look.
I'm going to have that one.
Ah, what do we choose?
What is that? Rice something.
Pillar rice.
Yeah.
Pillar rice, yeah. Rice, plain rice, jeera rice, garlic, saffron. Saffron pillar rice, there you go, that's the one. Keema rice, chicken biryani. Ah, this is gorgeous. There we go. Oh, more. So some desserts there. Indian restaurants, even in India, the desserts are very limited, aren't they? They don't really go big time on desserts.
No.
But it's all about the starters and the main course. So
Clean you good.
I'm going to put this camera down now because I need to order, okay?
Okay.
Right. So we just had these come up as well. Part of the starter, we got onion barges, which are very unusual. They're more like onion ring. Well, yeah, they're sort of like onion rings.
Shall I try?
Yeah, go on.
Let me try.
Go for it.
Anything happens.
Yeah, that's it. You taste before I taste. You do the taste test. What do you think?
Nice.
Is it crispy, that coating?
Yeah.
And then also you've got the vegetable samosas there. They look nice as well, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, again, I'm going to have to put this camera down because I'm starving. Okay. Okay, so this is it. Everything's turned up now. We've got the naan bread. I've got chicken korma. This is pillar rice. Onion barges, we've already covered that, I think. And this is Pook's. This is, what did you order?
Lamb curry.
Lamb curry.
Yeah.
And she's already diving into a pillar rice.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's all right. I've just been chatting to a Thai guy over there. He's had a business in England, involved in the car industry. lot in common. We've just been chatting about cars and things like that. Maybe a new business associate, who knows. So, should we enjoy our meal now?
I think so.
It looks wonderful. It smells beautiful as well. It really does. We'll give you the verdict at the end anyway.
Oh, let me try this sword to show.
Oh, go on then, while we're on camera. Yeah, I'll get the... There you go. Nice. Is the lamb tender? Okay. I've got to put this cat down.
I think
there.
we've got to come back again.
Oh, definitely. There's so much on the menu to try. Okay, so we'll give you the verdict at the end. And it'll be an honest verdict, but I'm thinking it's going to look pretty good. So, honest opinion, Pookie.
Wonderful.
Wasn't it?
Absolutely awesome.
Really was.
Yeah.
It's very unusual to find that authentic Indian taste outside of India. Indian restaurants in the UK,
Yeah.
they don't taste anything like what you get in India. But that place, I tell you, it really does. Lovely family running the place as well.
Yeah.
So, story is that the mum and dad, I think they were immigrants here. The son, he was born here in Thailand, speaks perfect Thai.
Yeah.
And I can't fault it. Everything was absolutely perfect, wasn't it?
My dish. So I'm gonna have it again when I come back, and I'm gonna try another rice.
Yeah.
The one we had today is beautiful.
I think
anyway.
a place like this is one of those places where you just keep going through the menu,
Yeah.
just trying all the different things.
And the ice cream.
Oh yeah, the ice cream
Yeah.
at the end. I've never heard that before.
We got our ice cream.
Well, we'll show it. We'll show a picture of it.
Raspberry something.
Yeah. Well, we'll put a picture up anyway.
Yeah. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
It's vanilla ice cream with almonds, pistachio nuts, and kadim. I can't even
remember.
pronounce it.
Anyway, if you
It gives it
spend
an Indian flavour anyway. Very
if
unusual.
you spend more than 600 baht, the ice cream is
Ice cream's free, and they give you 2 complimentary poppadoms at the beginning, and we had
But we
extra, and
have
they gave
extra.
us that as well. Yeah.
Oh God, look at my tummy.
I know, absolutely full. But it's one of those things where you start eating and you don't want to stop, even though you're full. It tastes so good, you just want to keep eating and eating, wasn't it?
Samosa, nice too.
Samosas were good. They wasn't greasy or oily, full of vegetables, quite fat, weren't they? And you had the lamb curry.
Lamb curry. You have chicken.
Very nice little kick to it. And the little what do they call it? The accompanying dishes that come with the poppadoms. They were nice, weren't they? You know the little dishes of the what you put on the poppadoms.
Oh yeah, the 3. Yeah, we never had that one before.
They were pretty different, but then again, they do vary from restaurant to restaurant.
The pink one is onion pickles.
Yeah, it was like pickled onion.
I really like that one.
It wasn't, not pickled onion. I should say it was onion that was pickled. It was like a pink colour. That was quite nice. And then there was the yogurt, the lime yogurt.
Yeah.
And that had quite a kick to it.
Yeah.
And then there
sweet
was
sauce.
a bit like a mango chutney, but thinner than usual mango chutney and darker brown as well. But honestly, really recommend this place. Give it a try. Preman, hang on, he's trying to get in on the act. And another one. Any more? Well, we've got a truck. We'll let him go by.
Another sky laptop.
There we go. He's stopping. So, highly recommend it. Primanis, and I'll put a map up as I usually do.
Really easy
And the
to
other thing
find.
is, just down the end of the road there, that's Central Plaza.
And soy sampan.
Soy Sampan. If you can't find a parking space down here, park in Central Plaza. And this is a nice place to come. If you find yourself shopping in Central Plaza and you're looking for something to eat, something a bit different, cross the road and come over to here. Highly recommend it. Really nice place, wonderful food.
You're gonna bring
And good service as well.
some friend here too. Yeah.
Let's go, shall we? We're going to Central Plaza now, do a bit of shopping. Oh, we've got to go and pay the phone bill, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay. One of the early decisions that we had to make was who we were going to use as our internet service provider. Reason being, we needed the fibre optic coming off of the pole outside into the loft space and down through the conduit into the office area before the ceiling went up. Right, so what's happening is True have turned up and they're going to fit the internet. They're going to fit the fibre cable today. Now, also what was needed was the permanent power cable coming across from that post where that guy's up there on the ladder across to the house. So they're going to be working together today. So they're going to put the power... One second, I'm just doing a video. They're going to be putting the power cable across. And then that is also going to be what will carry the fibre cable across to the house. And then they're going to run the fibre cable into the office. I'll show you that in a minute. That's going to come down through the conduit there. So that's another job being done all in one go. But I'm absolutely amazed at how well these electricians have been working together, how quickly they've got on. I'll show you around, show you what they've done. And that's the guy down there, the one in the red shirt. He looks 17 years old, but he tells me he's 30. I'm still not quite sure. But the thing at the moment, okay, he's fixing that cable onto one of those porcelain pieces. Those little round circles are made of porcelain, like China. Mm-hmm. And the reason they use those, they don't conduct electricity. So he's fitting it around there, but then what they'll do, when it's all in place, then they'll run the cable and connect it to the meter. And that's when the live power's coming through. That's when it can be dangerous. But right now, but even so, you've still got to be careful up there. There's an awful lot of connectors and different things going on, isn't there? Not a job I'd want to do. Definitely, it's bad enough in England, but
This number.
yeah. So let's have a quick look round. So we've just been asked where the air conditioning units are going. So they're running the cables for those. And you can see all of this conduit was fitted upstairs yesterday. And they've cracked on these. This is for the light switch, obviously. Loads. All of these have got cables in place, ready for the sockets. Over here. So they've dropped all the cables down to where the location of the socket's going to be, up to the junction box, and then from there they'll be connecting into... They don't have a ring main here, it's like spurs they run. So yeah, all of those cables coming up from the sockets are going to be in place ready. We've also got coax fitted as well. Reason being is because we don't want, or we don't need... Let me come out here away from that music. We don't want or we don't need a TV package from the internet company. Pook and I never watch TV, absolutely never watch TV. The only thing we really watch, we got an entertainment on a screen, is YouTube. And that's not our channel, we watch other people. It's not like we're watching our own stuff over and over. So we're watching YouTube. Well, what we're going to have, in the room that's going to be the office, we're going to have a screen now, a smart TV, and that can just pick up YouTube off of the Wi-Fi connection. Downstairs bedroom is going to have a TV, and that's going to be connected to a satellite dish, which is going just up round the corner there. And Pook's uncle's fitting that for us. So there'll be satellite TV just for the basic Thai channels, for her mum or dad or whoever's around. And also in the living area, the front room, what we call in England the front room area, we're going to have a coax point there for the satellite dish, and there'll be a TV screen there that will also have access to Thai TV, basic channels. We're not worried about sport or anything like that. So all we're going to have connected through True is purely the broadband connection, and the Wi-Fi router, that's going to be up in the office here.
ในแบบมีการมองอยู่ใช่ป่ะ
ค่ะ ตรงนี้
จะเอาไหม
หมายถึงว่าสวิตช์เปิดปิดอยู่ตรงไหนเหรอ
ใช่ครับ
Where the switch
Switch for what?
for the light
Light switch, okay.
light switch
The wall's not there. Telling there's going to be
อันนี้มันต้องต่อออกมาอีกนะ
อ๋อมีกับผนังใช่ไหม
ใช่
a wall here. Okay. So the door will open there. It's going to be here.
ถ้างานนี้ผนังเนี่ยมันลงไม่ได้ผมเลยถาม
ไม่ห้องนี้จะ
ผนังเบา
So it'll be here somewhere, yeah? What will happen is...
the door
This is the door.
ประตู
And the door will open here. And so the switch will be here.
โอเค
Yeah?
และตรงเนี้ยตรงนี้ก็เปิดตรงนี้ใช่ไหม
What's that?
How about it here where the switch gonna be
Switch for what?
for the light switch
Here?
ตรงบันไดตรงห้องน้ำใช่
Yeah?
อันนี้ของ this one for the hallway and what
Stairs.
อ๋ออันนี้
So there's going to be a light fitting
อันนี้
here.
เป็นทูเวย์อันนี้ก็ได้พี่แล้วเปิดตรงนี้ก็ได้สองดวงพอได้แบบอันนี้
so two way for
Stairs.
stair and here
Oh, okay.
yeah
We don't need two-way here.
แต่อันนี้ไม่ต้องใช้ ใช้สองก็ได้ว่างั้น
ใช่ไหมทางเดียวไงแต่เราจะเอาไว้ตรงนี้ผมบอกก่อน
he need only one of them but this switch gonna be here
Yeah, just on off, yeah. Don't
แล้ว
need to.
แล้วห้องเล็กตรงนั้นจะกั้นใช่ไหมพี่
ค่ะอันนี้ก็ขนาดไป
เอาตามนี้เลยใช่ไหม
so
ห้องเล็ก
ใช่
จะได้ลงไว้ให้
this switch gonna be here ใช่ไหม by the
For what?
light switch
Which switch? For your mum's prayer room? Well, again, the door is going to be here. So the switch will be on this wall here. Yeah?
โอเคครับ
So as you open the door, you'll come in and switch the switch here. Okay? Let's go and have a look downstairs. I think they've pretty much finished the cabling downstairs. Daryl and his wife Tick have popped round to see us, and Daryl's saying how impressed he is with all of this. You look at it and it reminds me of the London Tube map, the way they draw that out. Really tidy, nice straight lines, you've got the little curves, it's just done like a really professional job. And I've seen some of these conduit runs before on other build sites and nothing like this at all. Really pleased with what he's doing. Everything's ready in the bathroom here. We're having two lights in here, one over the sink and one over the shower area. There's going to be two lights under here, and then of course we've got the canopy, and there's going to be more lights over the top of this 5x5 metre kitchen area. And on this wall here, you see this is going to be a worktop here with kitchen units underneath. So we're going to want plug sockets here for a rice cooker or toaster or whatever. Here is going to be a wall. This corner here is going to have a European oven and a microwave. So for the European oven we want a thicker cable obviously for the extra power. Sink unit and the cooker, the burner, the stove is going to be at the end now. But that's okay, that runs off of gas bottles, so that's not a problem. Down the side here, this is where we're going to have a washing machine. We're going to have the water tank and the water pump down the side here. Something else the electrician was asking us about yesterday. Obviously he's got to run power to the electric pump, the water pump. So yeah, they're moving along great. Very impressed. It's Monday morning, Brian's back on Thursday. Although he's site foreman, he's working between a few jobs here at the moment, so he's on hand if anything's needed here. If Brian needs to explain anything to him, and that has to come through to the workers that are here. So that's where we are today, Monday morning. And you start to see this and you realise how close you are to actually moving in. Can't wait. Here you can see the electricians have brought the power cables across, and coming across from the same route and onto that anchoring point now is the fibre for the internet connection. Sitting up on top of that conduit there, and then when they reach this point here they've fed it into the junction box, and it's gone down inside the wall and coming out at this point down here, just there. So that's it. We will have internet in a few minutes. So they run those two cables across. That's the power in from the post over here. This network over here of a mess of cables. Amazes me they can actually decipher any of that and find out what they need to connect to. And then also the internet guys were down. One sec, let's just let the bike go by. So the True Engineer guys, they were down and they ran a fibre right away from the end of our street here, where the little shops and stalls are, right the way down here to this post, and then from here across to our house. It surprises me that there wasn't already fibre running down here. Maybe there is, and maybe it's just the setup that they've got, that they have to run an individual cable for each house. Maybe that's why there's so many cables running down each of these soys. So yeah, they've got that point at the top there with those porcelain pieces on with the cables hanging from them, the power cables, the main power cables coming in, and also fibre cable coming into the house, going up into the roof soffit there. Let's go and have a look around inside. Before we do, they've put these cables in ready for the outside lights. You see them there, there's 3 on the front, and then there's another 3 down the side of the building now. Ready for the light switches as you come into the house. Power socket, and every power socket are colour coded the same. Slightly different to England, but they're the same. So they're using green as the earth, black as neutral, and blue as live. And in the UK it's green and yellow, isn't it, as the earth, black as neutral, and they have red as the live. But even so, it doesn't really matter. If you've got the same colour coding consistently through the house, it's not a problem. You know exactly where you stand with it. Another power socket there. All the conduit ready. These junction boxes brought out to here with these cables for the lighting. Light there. There's going to be a light here. And 1 further down, so you've got 3 in this small area here, and then 1 further down by the back door. There's going to be another light fitting there. Lots of sockets. Something that he said you're crazy for sockets. But I don't know, maybe it's a Western thing. You know what it's like, you get a house finished to your own design, and then the one place where there's no socket, that's where you want a table with a lamp on it or something like that. Or you want to plug something in. Let's go and have a look and see what they did upstairs. You'll hear the birds. The birds are getting in at the moment because there's no bathroom windows in. And once we get those bathroom windows in, I'm sorry to say they're going to have to be evicted. Make sure they've got no nests with chicks, obviously. I don't know what I'm going to do if I find a nest with chicks. I'm going to have to cancel the build until the the fledglings have left the nest. So this is going to be the office area, as you know. Over here, he's put a coax cable just in case we ever want to change our mind and have satellite TV up here. But on this wall here, we're going to have TV screen, and that's going to connect through the Wi-Fi connection. Internet was brought in through here, so we've got no cables anywhere running through any walls. We're just going to have this fibre cable, this fibre optic coming out of the wall here, and the work desk is going to be in this area, so just have that sitting on the desk, the router/router for our American Canadian friends. Again, lots of sockets. So what we're going to do in there, that's going to be our workspace. It's going to have a desk, it's going to be a big monitor on the wall, or a big screen on the wall. But also we're going to have a sofa bed in there. So if friends come to stay, this will double up as a bedroom as well. And once this gypsum wall's built, we're going to have built-in wardrobes on this wall here. So there's going to be lots of wardrobe space. Plus out here, this hallway, there's nothing going here at all really. So we'll probably have some cupboard space built here which can double up as wardrobe space as well. There's going to be Pook has always wanted a place with a big feature light over the stairs. Like a big, not a chandelier, but you know what I mean, like a big fancy looking or impressive looking lamp above the stairs. So we've stuck with that, and she's going to do that. Brian, the builder, he said, hang on a minute, think about when you want to change light bulbs. I said, it's all right, we've got the Sunshine Superman, he can stand on my shoulders and change the light bulbs for us. I'm sure he would. I'd stand there and he'd say, okay, he'd jump up on my shoulders and change the light bulbs. We'll sort something out though, we'll have some kind of ladder that we can use there to change any lights if the light fitting's too high. Okay, they've still got to run the cables in here. This is going to be taken away now. We don't need power to this area here because we're not having the typical shower unit that you get here in Thailand. We're going to have a water heater underneath the vanity unit, the sink there, and then we're going to have the green pipe for the hot water, feeding the sink. So we're going to have hot and cold water on the sink, and coming along here, hot and cold water on a mixer tap ready for the shower. So it's nice and neat. All you'll have then is the mixer tap and the shower unit. It looks much nicer than having the box sitting on the wall there. And a lot of people in the West will think he's talking about having hot and cold water on the sink. What's that all about? It's quite a big thing here, it really is. Most houses have just got cold water on all the sinks, the kitchen and in the bathrooms, and then they just have a heater for the shower. It's quite unusual still to get hot and cold water on sinks here, but it's something that I wanted. When you're having a shave, you don't want to mess about having a jug of boiling water or hot water. It's easier just to turn the tap on and get hot water and have a shave from there. And then we're out on this. I can't wait for this to be built. I'm so looking forward to this. Walking out here, and instead of this metre platform, this metre balcony, walking out onto a 5x5 roof terrace area, like a patio area, overlooking the garden. They do like a bit of volume here. Someone advertising something. This is where the junction box is going to go. The switch box are upstairs. So you've got those two power cables coming in here. That's going to be the live in into the junction box, and then everything feeds up to here. So you've got RCB, I think they're RCB switches, the cutout switches. So if ever there's any earth leak or any problems with any of the electrics, this will then go down to an earth which goes straight down in the garden and into the 3 copper rods that are strapped together. Brian says that what he does, rather than just having one rod, I think he gets 2 or 3 copper rods, I think they're a metre long as well, straps them together, pushes them down in the ground into one of the areas where there's a lot of moisture, and that way it's going to pull any leakage at all, any problems with the electric, it'll get pulled away much quicker. And I think it's something to do with the timing of the switch flicking out. But he knows all about that stuff. He's got all that sorted for us, and he'll be up here soon. It's Tuesday today, and Brian's coming back on Thursday with Pi, and I think he's bringing with him the painters. Who else? The painters, the tilers, and anyone else who he's bringing up to finish the build off for us. But these electricians, they've done an amazing job. They're local lads. They all live local, and depending on where Brian's working, he has builds all over Thailand, and he'll use his building team from Chonburi. Of course, other times he might have multiple jobs on, then he'll use other craftsmen in different areas. Yeah, these guys, the electricians who are working here, are local, and we've taken their number. I mean, if there's anyone in Udon Thani around these parts who want the electrical work doing, just let us know and we'll pass them on to you. They're really good, highly recommend them, they're great. The guy who's in charge, like I say, he looks like he's 17 years old, but he's not, he's 30, it amazed me. And he's really good, very accommodating, you know, he asks lots of questions if we're sure that we want this there and that there. It's really nice working with someone like that. Okay, so that's where we are now. We've got internet installed, working. Most of the wiring's in. I think all of the conduit's in. Getting ready to start fitting the switch boxes on the wall. I'd imagine that they might start that today, but we'll see anyway. We'll come back later on, maybe tomorrow morning, and give you another update. This is what I like at the front of the house. This is the way that our bedroom faces, first thing in the morning. We've got this wonderful sunlight to wake us up. Can't wait to move in. So there you go. I'll be back soon with another update for you.